Good morning, children. Welcome back to our Google Classroom. We have discussed the topic clause in the previous class. What is a clause? A clause is a part of a sentence which contains a subject and a predicate. It is divided into two. Which are they? A main clause or independent clause and a subordinate clause or a dependent clause. Today we can discuss the topic if clause. It is a subordinate clause. It is also known as conditional clause. Let's start it. If clause. If clause is a subordinate clause which depends on a main clause to get its complete meaning. It is usually linked to the main clause with the conjunction if. A sentence which contains a main clause and a conditional clause is called a conditional sentence. That means a conditional sentence is the combination of an if clause which shows the condition and a main clause which shows the result. For example, we can go out to play if you finish tidying your room. In this sentence, if you finish tidying your room is the if clause. That means the condition. If clause starts with if and contains a subject and a verb. Then what is the result of that condition? If we fulfill that condition, what is the result? We can go out to play. So that is the main clause. That means if clause is the condition and if we fulfill that condition, there is a result. That is the main clause. That means we can say that the main clause tells us what would happen if the condition shown by the conditional clause is fulfilled. We can arrange or order the conditional sentence in two ways. When the if clause comes first in a sentence, we have to use a comma to separate if clause and the main clause. For example, if you finish tidying your room, comma, we can go out to play. This sentence started with an if clause. So, we have to use a comma to separate if clause and main clause. At the same time, when the main clause comes first in a sentence, comma is not necessary. For example, we can go out to play if you finish tidying your room. There are four types of conditional sentences: zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. We use zero conditional sentences to talk about things that are usually true. We use the simple present tense in these sentences. That means we should use the simple present tense with the if clause and with the main clause. Example, if I wake up early, comma, I go for a walk along the beach. We use the first conditional to talk about real or possible situations. We use the simple present tense in the if clause and simple future tense in the main clause. Example, if Dhanya is free on Saturday, comma, we will ask her to join us at the picnic. The second conditional. The second conditional is used to talk about unreal or impossible situations. Here, the if clause is in the simple past tense and the modals would, could, or might are used in the main clause. Example, if I were a king, I would gift a house to every homeless person. Third conditional. Third conditional sentences talk about a hypothetical situation in the past which would have led to a different situation in the present. Here, the if clause is in the past perfect or past perfect continuous tense. The main clause has could or would or might or should plus have plus past participle form of the verb. Example, if Harish had not raised an alarm, comma, the burglar wouldn't have been caught. That's all about if clause. So, in simple words, we can say a clause which starts with the conjunction if is known as if clause. It depends on the main clause to get its complete meaning. We have some textual activities related to if clause. Working with language. First one, read the following sentences. If she knows we have a cat, Party will leave the house. She won't be so upset if she knows about the poor beggar with sores on his feet. If the chappals do fit, will you really not mind? Did you notice the sentence A and C started with the if clause and we use a comma to separate the if clause and the main clause. Then we have some exercise related to that. It is given there. Try to do it yourself. Second one, fill in the blanks in the following paragraph. In brackets, some verbs are given. You have to use the correct form of the verbs there. Next one is complete each sentence below by appropriately using any one of the following. The answer key of these activities will be attached with the notes. First of all, you have to do it yourself, then check the answers. A YouTube URL is attached related to this topic. Watch it. A test paper is included. Submit your answers as soon as possible. We can meet in the next class with a new topic. Thank you.